everyone. As you can see, today I'm playing some paladins. So yeah, let's just go straight into it. I forgot I turned these off.
Siege. Choose your champion. Rover's my favorite. Customize your champion.
Salem. So it begins.
So I'm trying to get Saris to level 50 so I can unlock the mastery level. The mastery level is when you reach a character to level 50 and you unlock a black and gold version of the character, and it normally looks really cool. So,
Sight beyond sight, life beyond death. I alone traverse the abyss.
this is also
The battle is about to begin.
a new skin from the new
5,
pass
4,
or battle pass, I mean.
3, 2, 1.
But you can't get
Battle
this
has
from
begun.
the
Good luck.
stuff you unlock by leveling up the battle pass. You have to buy her separately.
First blood.
We must.
Enemy double.
I shouldn't have sneezed. Because then that happens.
Slipping roots.
So
I
yeah, I
ride
like the
again.
a new champion.
Take it.
Your king.
A good omen rises. Time heals all. one that I disagree with.
The fire lion. Hoping
Twilight reigns.
Their course is set. Enemy killing spree.
I will.
my money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. Um, that was inconvenient. I guess we'll play on. Let's see. We could do survival, or we can do my creative world. I'm thinking creative because I always enjoy building more, so we'll just do that. Um, yeah, we'll do that. We'll just let things load. Or we could play it on my One Block Sky Island game world. So I have a world for that one too. Oh. Nice. Hi. I was playing Paladins but I crashed, so we're playing a different game instead. do my creative. Oh, I thought I was talking pretty loud. Just I thought I was talking loud. Okay, so for context, I made a mistake with these, so I'm doing it like this now. So it's gonna be a bit higher. So it's gonna look like that. Wait a second. Does this look weird, like this part right here? Should it be down one? I don't know. I think it looks fine, I guess, like that. Just kind of looks weird right there. I don't know. I'm not changing this, by the way. That would be too much work. Okay. I hate this controller. Can't do anything. It's already pretty much there. Turn it up a bit more then. Like there. Yeah, I could. See, look. I'm not even moving my thing. And it's just going. By itself. to my mom. Hello, welcome. We're playing Minecraft, building. I don't have a tiny voice. It's just soft spoken. I wish my other controller didn't break. That one was a good one. I don't want to scream. My sister's still sleeping. Plus, I'm pretty sure I would break my voice. Excuse me. There we go. Now we do the frog lights. I think they look cool. Like that. So I was thinking to turning this, because this originally was going to be like a stone arch. Or a pillar, I mean. I was thinking of turning this into a tree. And then have branches like holding the underneath right here. and then the leaves. I think that's a pretty cool idea. Oh, we should do this first. Oh wait, no. Getting in the way. Do that after. Oh, nice. I had pizza a few nights ago. Having I think I'm having chili for dinner today. I have to make it in a couple hours actually. Oh my goodness. Let me place it. Thank you. No. It sounds like slime blocks, but with more of a solid sound as well. Hold on, I can show you. That's what it sounds like to me. So you listen, and then listen to this. Almost the same sound. Oops. Honey blocks sound weird. I don't like the sound of honey blocks. If my controller will let me get to it. Listen. That sound, I don't like it. It sounds so weird. Ew. Anyways, let's get back to this. These are one of the new blocks. frog lights. They're pretty cool. I think there's construction going on outside. There's always someone working on their house. And it's kind of annoying. Like, on the main streets, which is just down the road, they're building, I think one of those street carts. They have them in Toronto, but they're building one now in my city. From the end of one city, which is, I want to say, like a 40-minute bus ride or something, like, or longer, all the way down to downtown in my city, which is like a 20-minute walk from here, from where I live. It's kind of just down the street if I keep going down. But apparently it's gonna take, I think, till 2024 until it's finished. So there's just a whole new crosswalks and lanes for cars and all that stuff, and it's just, kind of annoying because where the new crosswalks are, they're way too close to where cars turn and things, and it's very dangerous. Why did I think of that though? Oh, because of the construction. There's always construction going on. Especially in Toronto. There isn't a day where you have a break from construction. Especially, downtown Toronto. Yeah. I mean, Ontario is kind of known for having way too much construction. Like if we would have a sound, it'd be construction. It's just this, they're always building something. I think it's been like this since I was a baby. Because I remember even going out as a child, there was always construction. Besides when I lived in BC for 2 years, I didn't see any construction. That was the only time I didn't see it, but that's not Ontario, so. Oh, and when I lived in a part of Toronto, actually, I didn't see like any construction there, but that's because I lived like literally right beside a highway, so that's probably why. I kinda basically grew up in Toronto. Like I remember living there for most of my childhood. And then we lived in BC for 2 years. Then we came back because stuff happened. And then we lived in Toronto again until I was like in grade 4. Then I've been living in this city since then, just in different places at the same every few so I lived in one place for 2 years and 2 months, and then since grade 6 I've been in this place, so like almost 10 years. But this place isn't, the building I live in now isn't really a good building, like especially when we first moved in here, because it was filled with a bunch of addicts and dealers. But now it's not so bad. There is one crazy person in here, well technically 2. There's and they both live on the same floor too, so going up on that floor is not very fun. But I don't have a reason to go on that floor anymore, which I'm kind of glad. But there was this guy once, and we were hanging out on the other side of the building, on the same floor though. And like me and some of the friends that I used to have in the building. And this guy just came out, this like old guy, came out with a thing, I don't remember to be honest, but, and then he started chasing us down the hall, and then we had to hide in my friend's apartment until he left, and it was just so crazy. And then there's this other crazy lady, and so one weekend I was away with my friends, I think for a week or something, I don't remember, and my sisters and my parents were also gone for the weekend. So we had one of my friends watch our dog, not Buddy, our other dog we had, Lucy. And our friend walked her one night, and she apparently got off the leash and ran. She pulls when she walks, but not so much where you would lose her. Um, so someone found her wandering around the building, and they put her in the laundry room until my mom got home. And the crazy lady called the animal control and got her taken away, even though she knew that it was our dog. So when we got home, like once I got home and once they got home, it was um just like, oh, the crazy lady called animal control on our dog. And this one time, my sister was walking Buddy, and there's this huge, what breed is he? I don't know what breed he is, but he's a huge dog. His name's Zeus. And he jumped off the 3rd floor and broke his paw because he saw our dog. And my sister came up crying and thinking that she basically killed Zeus. And she's like, one of the people downstairs is luring him with a hot dog. So we all went down, and the owner of Zeus was completely fine. He wasn't mad that Zeus jumped off the building, and he didn't blame us for it either. And we see Zeus all the time. And we always say hi, we always pet him still. He acts like nothing happened. But, we weren't allowed to go that way anymore with our dog because, they were both male dogs, so I'm assuming it was kind of territorial thing. Did I say that right? Territorial? I think so. What else happened? A lot of crazy stuff happened. Like one time, when my real dad lived with us here still, he had friends staying over here as well because they needed a place. So then, one time, our friend who was watching our dog that time, the one, Lucy, he came up and to hang out, and one of my dad's friends and our friend, well, I guess I could just say their names. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna say their names. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh. They got drunk, and our friend, like my mom's friend, but I guess he was also our friend even though he's old, he got mad at my dad's friend for some reason, and they fought on the balcony. And I think it was my dad's friend who was trying to throw him off. And so they're like, take it inside. So they took it inside and they broke our closet door near the entrance. So we don't have a closet door there anymore. And then our friend got kicked out of the apartment, and then he kept shouting when he got outside to my dad's friend, and then he was gonna jump off the balcony to get him, which was so stupid. And they ended up, we had to tell our friend to just to walk away. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But it was more intense in person, but it was actually also pretty scary because I was getting pushed and I was like, not near the balcony, please. Oh my gosh, this one time, oh hi, hello. This one time I was chilling in my room, in a different room, not this room. I think I was in grade 9 or 10. I was pretty young. I was like 14, 15 years old. And my sister was also in my room, cause I think it was the summertime. And she sleeps in my room because it's where it was colder. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't remember when. But she was in my room, and the people on above us was climbing down out of their window, and they started kicking our window. And because they were hanging off of like a piece of clothing or something, or sheets, and me and my sister are just freaking out like someone was trying to like break in, because we live on the second floor, so I don't know if it's easy for someone to break in, but it felt like I don't know, it was just very scary. So then we run out screaming and telling our mom that someone's at our window. She pulls back the curtains and there's these like two people hanging out of their window and hitting our window trying to sneak out. And then they ran to this car that was parked on the street. It was just so crazy. And they did that twice. It happened twice. Once in my room, and then the other time in the room I have now when my sister had it. Okay, that's fine. I was streaming before you, so I didn't stream when you streamed. That's why I'm streaming now. Because I don't really like streaming when you're streaming. I don't know why. It just feels weird. So. Are you talking about the people on the windows? Or something else? Okay, so I'm assuming it's the windows. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. There was a lot more crazy things in here, but I don't know if it's safe to say on stream, so I mean, I have no problem talking about them, but I don't know if I'm allowed to on stream. And most of them involve my dad too. So, it's crazy. Okay, maybe there isn't one I can say. One time, this is when my stepdad started living with us. My sisters, my mom, and my stepdad all went for a walk. I decided to stay back because I think I was playing a game or something. I was on my computer though. This was years ago though. So they were coming back from our walk and they had our dog. This is when we had Buddy still. And my mom comes running upstairs, or my sisters, I mean, saying that something was happening. So I go downstairs. There are like 4 police cars, an ambulance. Then I was like, what the heck is going on? And my mom's like, this guy who lives in our building, by the way, came up to them and started saying stuff, like just, I don't know, random things, I guess, like mean random things. And then he just tries to grab my sister by the elbow. And then my stepdad was like, like, whoa, what's going on? Don't touch her, blah, blah, blah. And the guy just headbutts him right in the face, really, really hard, and broke his nose. And and then these 2 other guys like was walking down the street, and they had to hold back this guy, and till the police were here, and it was just crazy. And when the police got here, it took like 4 of them. By the way, 4 police officers, these were big police, like big police officers. 4 of them just to get him down. And then the ambulance came. Well, the ambulance was there. And they had to bring my stepdad to the hospital to get like 6 stitches on his nose. And it was right in front of our building too, and no one came out. These bystanders literally took care of it and it was right in front of the building. I remember though, when I was out, we had a family friend on the very top floor, and his the kid was like, Mom, something's going on with, and then they said my parents' name and whatever, and then she came down, and then, yeah, that was crazy. And then, a year later, one of my sisters, my mom, and my stepdad was walking through the paths to get, through the park paths to get to the grocery store. And he just rides past them on a bike saying, I'm gonna kill you. Literally a year after. And they never kept this guy in jail. They just let him go. So we had to get a restraining order. And now I'm the only one that can go to the laundromat alone because this guy has no idea who I am. But he doesn't live in the building anymore, which is good. But before, I had to go down to the laundromat with them if they had to go down because he lived on that side of the building. It was crazy. Oh well, one's done. Now I have to do it 3 more times. You know how annoying that's gonna be? It's driving. At least you're not the one using it. It's driving me insane. See, look at this. It's moving without me even touching it. Oh, there was this one time that I was a child, a small little child, and I think I was in grade 2, and because when I was in grade 2, I lived in like 2 different places that year, so I couldn't sleep one night. It was a school night or summer night, one of the two. It was summertime. Like school doesn't end here until June, which is like summertime. So I couldn't sleep one night and I was allowed to stay awake. And my mom and some of her friends from the building went inside to not inside, outside to have a cigarette. So I went outside not to smoke, but to just go outside. And I played with one of the neighbor's dogs or puppies. They were literally puppies. They were the cutest things ever. One was named shoot, I don't remember. One of them was named Night, and there was a black dog and then like a brown blondish dog. Black dog was named Midnight, I think. Anyways, I guess it doesn't really matter about the name. So I was just playing with the dogs, and when I came back to like with the puppies, this guy or the girl, because they were smoking near one of the storage rooms windows, which is normally fine because no one's normally there. Until one night, the night I was out, this girl dumps a thing of water onto this girl who's on the chair. She was pregnant. She wasn't smoking, by the way, but she was pregnant. She was just like there to chit chat. And they all made sure like they weren't smoking too close to her, so she's not. They were safe with it, okay? I don't want to make them seem like they were a bad person. Anyways, they dumped like freezing cold water onto the woman that's pregnant, that's sitting on the chair, and our friend Rose, we called her Auntie Rose. She literally stuck her whole entire body into the window, ripping the screen part of the window, and started screaming at it because it was a pimp who was trying to do his job. And she was just screaming, and then they brought it inside to the building. So then my mom's like, "Go upstairs and get your father." So I go upstairs and I get my dad. And I'm just sitting there on the stairs watching this fight happen. No one was getting physical, sadly, to be honest. But it was just crazy. Because it was literally a pimp doing his job down there. And it was his associate who threw the freezing cold water. And it was just insane. Yeah, it is a crazy world. It's because I live in the bad areas. But I blame my dad for that. Okay. Does that look cool? I think it kind of looks cool. I wish I could figure out to do where it's like linked together like those ones, but it doesn't. When I built it, didn't turn out good. It didn't look right, so that's why I'm doing this. I think it looks okay. Don't overthink it, because then I'll hate it. Okay, good. I don't know. It looks massive when I do this. got some chickens here. So these are gonna be like different biomes. I thought, I haven't fully figured out how I'm gonna do it, but I might change it and just not do anything here. Also, I have to kind of break all this and then build the walls. Okay. Let's see. Maybe there's another story I could say. Let's see. A lot of the crazy stuff happened when I was a lot younger. Like, between 5 and 10 is when there was a lot of crazy stuff. Oh, when I was in grade 3, we lived in this house near the highway. And, okay. My dad, came home late, which technically he normally does because he does whatever. But he came home drunk and with a black eye and basically a busted face. And my mom, and then we all came out and we're like, what the heck's going on? Turns out he went to the bar after work, which kind of normally does. But he decided to pick a fight with these teenagers or something who, by the way, had a bat, and they just started beating him up. And he came home, and my mom was like trying to calm him down. I was like, chill, you gotta stop doing this, think about the kids, blah, blah, blah. He basically like pushes her out of the way. He's like, no, I gotta do this. And then he goes out barefoot in the middle of traffic. And by the way, I don't know if you heard me before, this is when we lived near the highway. So, and then instead of calling the police or getting a police officer there, they brought an ambulance and just fixed him up in the ambulance and then sent him back in. And it was just like, what the heck is going on? Let's see if I have anything wholesome. When I lived in BC, I was throwing a party for my birthday. And I invited my entire class. And they all showed up. All of them, actually. Not a single person missed it. And then, I want to say, maybe an hour-ish later, not even, more people started showing up who weren't in my class. So people from grade 8 to literally the grades younger than me were coming to my birthday party, and my mom had to bring or get more food. And it was actually pretty awesome. I had a lot of fun in that birthday party. That was a really good one. Let's see. Most of my good memories was more on my mom's side. When I lived in Toronto, I was basically surrounded by my father's side of the family and his friends. And they were not good people. Um, but yeah, I don't know. But when I started living in the city I am in there, we were closer to my other grandparents, my mom's parents, and we started like going there every Sunday for Sunday dinner. And once we started hanging out with that crowd, it was, oh my gosh, how many times is she gonna open her door? But yeah. I remember when we were younger, we would go to my nona's every Christmas and Easter, and while they're hanging out in the basement, we're hanging out in the separate room in the basement that has a piano, and we're just playing so badly. And then my cousin would come in, she would play the piano, and it's just like, oh my gosh, the angel sent her to play a song for us, because she kind of knew how to play. I think she only knew how to play like some songs, but she was pretty good at it. And then when we would go to my aunt's and uncle's place for like a summer barbecue, sometimes we even went there for Thanksgiving. My grandmother's sister, me and my sisters would hang out in the basement because they would have board games and stuff. They even have a VCR player, and we would watch whatever movie, because they had like Disney and other movies. I think the one we always watch is Treasure Planet. It's just, I don't know why. It's just, I feel like that's the one we always watch because I've seen it there all the time. I never really hang out with the adults anymore, even though I'm old enough to do that now. Just rather stay in the basement and hide from everybody. Just a preference. Oh my goodness. Let's see, what else is there? I don't know, I feel like the crazy stuff is more memorable. They were more memorable. I could tell you guys the time I broke my hand. So I was in grade 4, and let me describe this. So I was running this way, okay? Let's just do a small arrow, like so. So I was running this way, and my friend right here was chasing me, okay? Okay, so this is like this. So me, I'm running this way. My friend was chasing me. I turn around to look behind me because we were playing like Manhunt or Tag or something. I turn around to see how close he was. I wasn't paying attention to the person that was running this way, right? And then we collide, and I fell on. This was on pavement. I fell, smashed my hand right onto the pavement, and then I fell onto my hand. On the pavement. So I was crying, like literally crying, because it was in so much pain. So I get sent to the office, and I was getting told by someone, I think, that I was crying, that I should stop crying because I just hurt my hand. So I go to the office, and they give me ice, and they send me back. So they keep me for the rest of the recess, and then they send me back after. So then after school, I came out. My hand was purple and swollen. And my mom's like, "What the heck happened to your hand?" And I was like, "Oh, I fell on it. It's fine, blah, blah, blah. It just hurts when I move." And she was like, "Your hand's broken, precious." And then she storms to the office and yelling at the secretary. Secretary? I think I said that right. And she's like, "My daughter's hand's broken and you didn't think to call." And then the lady was like, it didn't look like that when she came in. We just thought she hurt her hand from what she said. She was crying. We didn't understand her." And my mom was like, "Now I have to take her to the hospital with money I do not have." Like, not for paying for the cast, because I don't need to pay for that. Because we need a bus fare to get there. Because we don't have a car. And she's like, "I'm sorry, I know I should have called." And my mom's still freaking out on her. I kind of felt bad because, she was just doing her job. And so, instead of taking the bus, my mom called her grandfather. And is like, "I need you to come pick me up. Precious broke her hand at school, and the school didn't call me to come pick her up. And they kept her, and her hand swollen, and it's purple. It was purple. Like, it was that bad." So we go to the hospital, and they took some x-rays to see like where it was broken and stuff, and it looked like, those mallets with the, not the sphere, but the cylinder hammer kind of looking ones. It looked like someone had that and smashed my hand with it. That's how broken it looked. Because I fell right on top of it, right? So they're like, so my mom was so worried that the hospital was going to call Child Protective Services because it looked like it would have been abuse, but it wasn't. I literally fell on my hand. My mom's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so worried. It looked like I took a hammer and smashed your hand." I was like, "It's fine. I fell out on recess," and they like asked me what happened. I was like, "Oh, I fell during recess, landed on my hand, blah blah blah." Like I told the whole story. Child Protective Services wasn't called. Thank goodness. I was getting worried about that too. And they told me that if the way it was broken, I was gonna need surgery. And I started freaking out. I was like, "I don't want surgery. That's scary. I'm gonna die." And they're like, no. Like, if it was more broke, like if the bones were more separated or whatever. And so they put my hand in a cast for 3 weeks with one of them, and they ran out of blue. Who runs out of blue? I had to wear bright pink, neon pink. And then after that, I had another cast on for 3 weeks, which was just like a bandage. It was like the clay stuff still, but it was like bandages instead of getting to pick a color. But yeah, it was crazy. And then we ended up moving from that school. Like, so I was there for 4 or 5 and like 2 months in grade 6. And then my sister, not Zoe, but my other sister, she ended up going back to that school to finish grade 8. So yeah. But I still felt bad because my mom was yelling at the secretaries. I can't say it. To the lady. And I was like, "You gotta chill. It's fine. It's just a broken hand." What the heck? Why is it? Oh, I messed up on something. I'm supposed to go here. bad. Like, like, I don't know. I felt bad still. Cause she's a really nice person, and so was the principal at the time. Oh wait, no, it was a different principal. It wasn't Mr. McDonald. Mr. McDonald was the best principal at that school. I had a really awesome teacher there. For grade 4, it was awesome. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear the sirens. I live right near a police station and a fire station, so I hear those going off all day. They're literally like, the police station is down the street, which is like a 2-minute walk. Fire station, maybe 3, 4, 5-ish, depending. Oh, sorry about that. You guys hear the sirens? There's always something going on here. Oh, we might be moving actually. Oh my gosh, these sirens are so loud. Even out of the city actually as well. Which is kind of good. I don't really like this city. There's so many mean people here. And then, ooh, that was a bad turn. Yeah. I also broke my finger once on the same hand that I broke. I slammed the door right on my finger. Well, fingers. It was my ring finger and middle finger on my right hand. Oh yeah, I broke my right hand. So writing was a bit of difficult thing for me. But when I broke my fingers, I slammed it into the door because I was mad, I think, that day. And instead of releasing my anger onto people, I slammed doors. I broke 2 doors living here, so, you know. So, while slamming the door, I broke my fingers. And I had to use medical tape for like 2 weeks or something. It was not fun. So I was high school, so I had to still write and read with that hand. It's just like, well, that's gonna be fun. Oh, so I don't know if I think I told Haptic about this. And I was gonna leave it for a surprise, but I was like, no, I kind of want to talk about it. So my character, you know, me, my little pig, me, this little guy, stop staring at me. She can transform. There goes her door again. She can transform into a human version of herself. So, you know, like after she built her kingdom and everything, for her safety when she travels, because she travels a lot to fight war and to help like other kingdoms and countries and stuff like that. She went to a witch, not the witch that cursed her sword, a good witch, not an evil witch. Not like Wizard of Oz though. That's no. And she tells the witch like her situations, like, yo, you know, I want to be able to transform into a human so I don't die. And the witch was like, I got you. Don't worry. And then she's like, let me just prick you with this needle real quick. So it's like she pricks her, and even though it's basically stabbing her with the needle because she my character has very thick skin because why not? And oh my gosh, my eyes. She goes like, okay, let me curse you. She's like, curse me? It's like, yeah, I just have to curse you so you could transform whenever you cite these magical words. And only when you cite them. It's like, oh, okay. So then my character lets her do this. And she transforms into a human. She's like, this is what you will look like when you recite the words. And then she gets the words. I'm not going to say the words though, because they are not made yet. And then transforms. So my character's original height is 5'6". She's a giant. And her human version self, I think, is 6'7". I literally just switched the numbers. That's all I did, is switch the numbers. And then she has pink hair, like the color of her skin. Like this color. Yeah. And she has like little elf ears. And she has short curly hair. I sent the whole list to my friend. I'll have to... What else did I say she had? Oh, obviously the scar. She has a scar, by the way. I don't know if I ever told you guys, but she has a scar over her left eye, I think, or right eye. She obviously keeps that. And then... yeah. But I think the best character in my lore so far is the wolf. If I could draw the wolf, I would. It would look so awesome. As I think I'm gonna wait until have to start streaming so I could rate him, and then I could stop streaming. I am getting hungry. So hopefully that is soon. But I can wait as well. And I also have to start the chili soon. Yeah. I actually never made chili before. My mom just bought the stuff. She's like, just do this and that and that. And I forgot everything I had to do. Oops. I really want to get these done. So I'm going to do as much as I can this stream, and then I'll do the rest of the rings off stream, so we can actually start building this. Cause I want to build this, the tree. This is gonna be a tree. It's gonna look so awesome. I can never build stuff like this in survival because I get so bored, and it's so difficult to build stuff like this in survival because it's not easy to access certain things because you need to build and whatever. That's why they have scaffolding now to make building easier. But scaffolding sucks still. You're still building up. And it's just like, oh my gosh. I don't know, okay, I don't know if you guys know what it is. Like, for the people who don't know what scaffolding is, I could show you. Just let me find it. Basically blind right here. Scaffolding is a building block. Well, I guess in construction. So technically you just do this, you hold it. Oh wait, not like that though. What are you doing? Okay, ignore that for now. You just do this. Hi Queen. You just like build up. And then you could do this. You go up it like that. So this is bamboo and string. And then if you just if my controller could stop. See? But you can only go to a certain limit. I'm good. How are you? Take your time. Take your time. Okay, let's fix up this patch. Thought I had dirt on me. There is a fly in my room. I'm gonna smack it. That's good, Queen. That's good. That's good. I don't know if you saw this, but this is what the rings look like, Queen. I actually had to change it from that pattern because I wanted them to link, but when I built it, it looked weird because I didn't actually do it properly. So we're just gonna do it like this, stacked on top of each other. Thank you. Thank you. So this is what it looks like. Queen, I'm gonna catch you up. This was originally gonna be a stone pillar holding up the island, but it's gonna be a tree now because if you look right here, this kind of gets built into it. So it's like, oh, it could be like branches holding it up, and then the tree part like up here. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then down here is gonna be different biomes. So we got the flower forests, you got the end, this is gonna be a lush cave, this one is gonna be the plains, the mushroom biome, and then the ice biome, and the jungle, and the nether. But that might change. And then the water, I have to replace this bedrock, which I should have done before the water, but that's fine. And then I have to build up the walls, which I think the walls are gonna be kind of like stone and wood. So yeah. And then these are supposed to be like, you know, like, what are they called? Are they called cogs? Those things where like you connect them and like they all turn and stuff. I think they're called cogs. That's what they're supposed to be, something like that, because they don't have the little spiky things that this on around them. Well, they were supposed to like look like this, like linked up, but I didn't do it right, which is okay. And then this, it's supposed to be like a fading thing, but it was not high enough. I forgot to build this up all a few levels higher, but that's fine. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. I'm actually really excited for this build to be finished because this is like the biggest build I've ever done. The first one biggest build I've done was a like temple or like a cathedral. If you go to my Twitter, I've posted it. What it looks like during the night and during the day. You might have to like scroll down a bit though for that because it was when I was able to play on my computer. I also did this other base, and it was actually pretty cool because I built it in a cave. It looked really cool. I never got to finish it though fully, but yeah. I never actually ever completed a big build. Like, there were so many builds that I was building. Like, I was gonna build this kingdom, this entire world, and there was gonna be a kingdom of each kind, like the skies, and then hell, and then the heavens, and then in different biomes. But I never actually finished it because I get bored. I don't know why, and I love building. I just get so bored after so long, and then that's okay, Queen. That's okay. So it's like I don't know, and then half the times I don't even finish, and I just start a new build, and it's like, what the heck's going on? Like, instead of me playing on my survival world, I come here instead. It's like because I'd rather build than play survival, but I also get very bored in survival. You know? Yeah. So I don't know why. It's just I get bored way too easily unless I'm like really into what I'm doing. Like there's days where I will play Minecraft literally all day. And then I won't play for like a week or so. It's not that I hate the game cuz it's one of my favorite games. It's just I don't know. Sometimes I just don't feel like playing all the time, you know? And it's the same with Paladins. Like, I could go weeks without playing, and then I'll just play for, like, 2 straight days. And then go back to playing for like, weeks. Like, that was gonna be today's stream. I was gonna play Paladins, and I was playing Paladins. But then I crashed. And my stream crashed. So I was like, I'll just play a different game. So that's why we're here. We're playing some Minecraft. Oh, Queen. I don't know if you're still here. Can you do exclamation point Discord? If you can. I hope you can use it because I think I fixed it where you can. If not, then I could do it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Okay, thank you. It's just because I don't want to... I want to finish this before Haptic starts streaming. Ooh. I don't know if you noticed, Queen, but my controller's kind of broken. Watch. I'll stop moving. See me moving right now? That's not even me. That was the controller just doing its own thing. It has its own mind. That's how broken it is. Yeah, I have to get a new one. I was supposed to get one this weekend, but then I realized, oh wait, they're like $60 for a new controller. And the one I had before this worked so well, but the second day, since I had this Xbox, the second day, my cat broke it. He knocked it down off my desk. It was a wireless one as well, but I didn't put the batteries in right, and I was like, oh, I guess it needs a wire. And then I realized, oh, I just put the batteries in wrong because I am not smart. So, which sucks because that controller actually worked really well. And when I got this controller, it worked for one day. One day! And then it started doing this kind of stuff. I was like, great. I'm not mad though because it works fine. At least I could use it, but it's just annoying sometimes. Especially when I was playing GTA yesterday with Haptic. That my driving skills were on point, totally. It was amazing. I totally did not die several times and destroyed his car. Totally did not. Which reminds me, I'm gonna see if my friend wants to play GTA. Because I've been meaning to play with her. She was another person who asked me to get GTA so we could play together. She was like, oh, you should get GTA. I was like, oh, I have GTA. She's like, oh, you should download it. And I was like, okay. And then I forgot to. And then Haptic was like, oh, you should get GTA. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I forgot to download it. And then I downloaded it. And then my Xbox turned off. And then I had to download it. The rest of it. It's like, oh man, that's so cool. Now I can play with my friends. And that's how it happened. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do. That's the one I'm playing, GTA 5. That's the GTA I actually grew up playing. You would think. I even went to the strip club. I was like 10 or something, and I would go to the strip club too. And you'd think my mom and my dad would be mad, and it's like, no, I'm just doing one of the missions. I think I was 10. Yeah, I was about 10. You know, a 10-year-old's going to the strip club. Nothing unusual about that, right? I mean, I played more violent games than GTA growing up. Like, I don't know, because my dad had a PSP. I don't know if you guys know what a PSP is. I'm pretty sure Haptic does. He's old. But I don't know. Queen, do you know what a PSP is? PSP, by the way. It's a pretty old thing. They don't make it anymore, I don't think. But anyways, I'm pretty sure when my dad had the PSP, he would let us play this game. And I think it was God of War. I don't know if God of War was on PSP because I remember playing this guy who had red and white skin, like painted red and white. But I don't know if it was God of War because I don't know if it came out on PSP. But maybe it did. I don't remember. But that's the game I also played, and I think that was more of a violent game. Well, maybe not. Oh, messed up. That's okay. But I also played other games as well. Oh, you know what game is really good? Diablo. It's a really fun game. I played on the 360 with my dad. and it was awesome. I was an archer, so I got to use like crossbows and bow and arrows. It was just so awesome. And I got my character to level, I think 30 something. It's really hard to level your characters up after a while. But my dad was able to level up very easily because once he got to level 60, which was the level you got to, and then you would restart your levels starting with level 1, and it will get hard. So when you're level 1, it could take even longer to get level 1 than it would be the first time. And the same with level 2 and level 3, and it just gets harder and harder. Oh my gosh, this controller. Just let me finish the spring so I could go. I also remember playing the Connect. We played the Connect a lot. We had a bunch of games for it. I also had a DS before. What else did I have? We used to have a Wii, which was actually a lot of fun too. We never really had a computer. Like, there was always one in the house or the apartment wherever we lived, but we never played on it. It was mostly like, for homework or something. So, okay, I'm gonna finish this ring so we could. Oh, nice. The only thing I have is this Xbox, obviously, and my my laptop. My stepdad has a PS4. My sister also has a PS4, but I think it's broken. She also has a PC. My other sister used to have a PC, but her PC broke. And that was my fault, actually. I went to move it to my room, and it broke. Like, I didn't drop it or anything, but like when I went to like go connect it and stuff, it wasn't letting me. So I brought it back to her room and pretend nothing happened and that she broke it and not me. So I'm a great sister. Yeah. I don't know, we never had, like, we weren't really into, like, we were into video games for sure, but we never really actually played, like, all the time. We were more, when I was younger, I was more outside. I was, like, outgoing and whatever. I don't know what happened to me. I don't even like going outside now. I don't know how I developed this anxiety and all that, but it's there. And it sure is fun. Not really. We're almost done, and then we could raid Haptic. Queen, make sure you stay so I can raid. Oh yeah, I didn't. The only reason why we had is because my dad kind of got it, like, or my uncle would give us like my uncle builds computers, so he would give a computer to my mom like every Christmas or something. So yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna finish these copper parts, and then I'm gonna raid, and then you could just do whatever you want. I just want to finish this at least, because then I could finish the rest off stream, and then next stream, We could do the tree. It's gonna look so cool. I'm technically only streaming right now because my average viewer thing was dropping, and so was the how many days I have to stream. You're supposed to like stream, I think, for like 8 days or 7 days. I have 5 days, so I have to kind of keep that up. So that's why I'm streaming today. Technically, I wasn't going to. I just want to reach the whatever so I could just stream whenever I feel like it without worrying as well. 'Cause I don't like streaming every day. I just like streaming whenever I feel like it, you know? You could watch some YouTube. Maybe a movie. Ooh, you should watch Invader Zim. Such a great show. I love it so much. Unless you've seen it, then, you know, do whatever. You could play a game. You could play Far Cry. I'm almost done it, actually. I have, like, some of the brothers to do, like, 2 points left. Like, you know, like the dot parts. Yeah, you should watch it. It's really good. You're gonna love Gur so much. He's the best. Every time I see a gif of him, I always hear his voice. Especially when he does when I send the emote where he's doing a little dance. He's like, doody, 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 doody. It's so cute. Or when he's singing the Doom song for 6 months straight. Insane. Poor Zim. Oh, I haven't finished it, but once I like complete like the story of it, I'm gonna also do all the side missions and everything. So it's like 100% completed. And so that my sister could also try it out, because I think she's also been wanting to play, because she plays on my Xbox basically almost every night. Until like 5 in the morning. Or until I kick her out. Which I kicked her out at like 5 in the morning last night. Because I was tired. So I was like, oh, I could finish Far Cry soon, you know? But I have to wait for Haptic so we could play together. That's who I've been playing with. But I also got my other sister to download Far Cry so I could play with her. Because it's such a good game. Okay, we're done with this. So we're going to raid Haptic. Just gonna, if I can stop moving. Oh, you know what? Okay. Hold on. I should get a thumbnail, you know, for YouTube. How does this look? Does that look good? Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay, I will do the right thing right now. So thank you for coming, YouTube Queen, you know, interacting with me. I feel less lonely when people talk to me. Also, I hope I'm speaking a bit more louder because I feel like I'm literally screaming because I'm so loud. I don't like talking loud, but I think I'm talking loud enough for you guys to hear me now, and hopefully better. And it's really hot in my room because I turn off my AC so that you guys don't hear it in the background. Because I'm such a nice person like that. Oh, good, good. I'm glad you enjoy hearing me talk. I hope my voice isn't annoying, and I hope me rambling doesn't annoy you, because it annoys me. So we're gonna rate Haptic, my friend. So be nice for those viewers. So let's just rate. Let's type raid Haptic Ghost 00. Oh, ooh, almost forgot the T. I'm glad you enjoy it, Queen. I really am. I'm trying to build this community for people to feel safe and comfortable. Like they have a safe place to go to when they're going like through a stressful time or a hard time or whatever. And I want them to feel comfortable being themselves in the and while I'm chatting with me. You know what I mean? Because I want them to be who they are and what they are. And I don't want them to think that the world is such this awful place, that there's glimmers of hope and kindness hiding in the corners. Thank you, Queen. I'm really proud of myself too. And I'm very excited for this journey to start taking off. Because I feel like the more I talk about the awareness of mental health and creating that safe environment for people who suffer with mental health or or just having a horrible day, I want that be like, oh, I'm gonna watch Beanie's stream and be like, and I'm gonna be all good after, you know what I mean? I want to create that kind of environment, even if it's just for a second of their day. And then that's the same with my server. If you are needing help. Oh shoot, someone's calling. Nah, I hung up on them. I want them to feel comfortable coming and asking for help if they need it, even if it's just for advice. I will call my parents back. Okay, I'll stream now. Because I don't want to keep you guys outstream. I will rate now, I don't want to keep you guys holding back talking about what my goals are for this streams and stuff. So I'll see you guys next time. I'll probably stream tomorrow. I kind of want to continue this. Depends how much Minecraft I play after I raid. If I finish the circle stuff, then I will. If not, then the stream will be the next day. Or I'll stream a different time. Oh, thank you, Queen. That means a lot. I'm glad. Thank you. That's good. That's my goal, to make people feel better. Bye. Oh, well, I have to wait now. I said bye too early. Oh my goodness. It's so awkward doing these things. Okay, I'll rate in a second. I don't know if you guys can hear Queen. Were you able to hear the music and the sounds of the blocks and stuff? They do, yeah. Because I don't hear the music. And I'm worried that you guys can't hear it. And if you can't, then that's gonna suck. Oh, okay. You were? I don't know if I turned the music. Oh. I turned the music down. I want you guys to be able to hear the music. Because I can't hear it, but that could just be me. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna raid now. Enjoy Haptic Stream, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!